in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the California Golden Bears, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And it's not as easy as you think on these third and shorts when you know they're running the football to get a stop. And the running back falls forward, but a great job by the defense. Getting the tackle back, not letting him get the first down, keeping him short, and now forcing the offense into decision time. Do they want to go for it early, make a statement, create some momentum?
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Golden Bears in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying play action. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense will take the field for the first contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody
turning it on! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. The tap. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target over the middle. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Line gets set, first down. He might want another play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They had it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's got it on the move. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal getting them tackled to the ground.
Moving out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Under fire. They got it. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. The corners are walked up tight. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what do coaches talk about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to UMass. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the heat. At the 35, he's loose. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bruins.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there in the vision.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. Quick completion on the out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Cal! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
It's complete on the right side. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Rides to back and leaves it. Inside the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Field goal is good. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense. And
he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bruins will have it first and 10. To throw again. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
game-changing play for this defense. Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with in the studio, Kevin.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. Got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Power football with the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He wants to throw it again. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing.
Zone.
this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls and fires complete. At the 45 on its way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes a grab for a big play. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rush is on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. Hey, he's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Right on the money. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Wants to throw it. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They made up some of that lost ground, but still plenty to cover on 2nd and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Hines is back in the middle. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there, get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation